What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. So, no, I am not outside. That is obviously a fake background. My knee is still killing me. Don't worry, I'm going to get it checked out. So, the topic of today's video, let's just get right into it. The topic of today's video is acceptance. Now, I do believe this is a little bit of a topic that I've spoken about in one of my earlier videos, but it wasn't the main topic for the actual video itself. Acceptance is a tough thing. I would say that is one of the toughest things about quitting alcohol, is just accepting the fact that you have a problem. In fact, that's where most people, I think, get stuck at, is accepting the idea that they have a problem. That was really hard for me to do. In fact, I think most people know that they have a problem long before they actually even accept the fact that the problem exists. I know it was that way for me, but I'm going to tell you right now, the sooner you just admit that you have a problem, the easier your life will become. Yeah, it's going to suck at first. It's going to suck really bad. But the quicker you get it over with, the easier your life is going to be. The quicker your life is going to be better, is probably a better way to say it. One of the things that was really hard for me when it came to accepting the fact that I had a problem with alcohol was just actually accepting the fact that that crutch that I would use to deal with my problems wasn't going to be there anymore. That bottle that gave me that warm, fuzzy feeling inside, that bottle that made me feel like somebody loved me, wasn't going to be there anymore. I was going to have to jump out into the world. I already knew I'm going to have to spend a few days feeling like I'm crawling out of my skin. And then when problems happen, I don't know what I'm going to be able to, how am I going to be able to deal with that? That was extremely scary. Okay, extremely scary. In fact, out of all the shit that I've been through, believe it or not, admitting that I had a drinking problem was one of the scariest things that I had to do. It was also one of the hardest things that I had to do. There's so many uncertainties that come with that. One of those uncertainties is, well, how are your friends going to react? Are people going to look at you the same way? Are they going to lose their respect for you? Actually, in my experience, it was quite the opposite. People gained more respect for me. In fact, people were losing respect for me because I was drinking so much, and they couldn't figure out how to stop it. And of course, that's not their responsibility to do so. But the thing is you have to kind of realize, if somebody is going to lose respect for you for not drinking, is that person really your friend? One of the things that I've noticed is when you become sober and you quit drinking alcohol, that's actually the best time to find out who your real friends really are. So that's, one of the things that you're going to go through is, finding out who your real friends are and who they aren't. I'm going to tell you right now, if somebody can't love you or be your friend at your worst of times, they don't deserve your best of times. That saying is 100% true. But at the same time, it's not their responsibility to accept your problems. Your problems are not your friends' responsibilities. So that was one of the big things that was really hard in accepting that I have a problem. And of course, acceptance comes before we admit that we have a problem. But accepting it is just such a powerful whirlwind of emotions, if I can explain it. There's emotion of relief. There's a little bit of relief. There's actually a lot of relief. Kind of what happened for me was my whole life went on hold. All of my responsibilities in the moment went out the window, unfortunately. As uncomfortable as that may sound, it was also a little bit of a sweet release. I went to detox. I didn't have to worry about my job. The only thing I had to worry about was my addiction and my mental health. And that was such a life-changing experience. I can only really compare it to actually being born. Hear me out. It's going to sound a little bit weird at first, but before you're born, you spend 9 months in your mother's womb. I'm sure you've already had the talk about the birds and the bees, right? Because I'm not going to be the one to do it. If you're old enough to drink, you're old enough to know what I'm talking about. But, you know, you spend 9 months in your mother's womb and you come out screaming and crying. Why? Because you've been ripped out of this extremely comfortable, quiet place, and you're exposed to all these bright lights, these feelings. What is this? It's cold. I don't like it. I'm naked. Quit slapping me in the ass. Unless you're going to pay me. Don't get any ideas. All right, guys. But anyways, basically that's what I would compare quitting drinking to, your first week or so. I will never forget the feeling of how it felt to actually feel like you could crawl out of your skin, or that you're uncomfortable in your own skin. All of these things hit you all at once. It's like reality hitting you all at once. This feeling of sobriety in your head that you're not used to is uncomfortable. This being aware, unfortunately, is uncomfortable all of a sudden. Everything's uncomfortable because you're experiencing all of these sensations and emotions that you have completely killed through alcohol over the years. And they're going to come at you all at once. And the longer you put off accepting the fact that you have a problem with alcohol, the more those are going to build up and the harder it's going to be when you actually do quit. So if you have accepted the fact that you have a problem with alcohol, the next step is to take a leap off of the ledge and admit that you have a problem with alcohol. And once you do that, there's no going back. But I guarantee you'll be a better person for it. I know I am. And I look back on those times in my life and I think to myself, how and why did I do that to myself for so long? It still blows my mind 100%. I don't know how. I don't know how I'm still alive today. I shouldn't be making this video today. You shouldn't be watching this video because I shouldn't be alive. But I am. But only because I was able to accept that I had a problem, admit that I had a problem, and then do something about it. So acceptance is always the first step. In reality, this is the first video I should have made for you guys. But it's not. But here it is now. So I want you to sit down and ask yourself, if you haven't gone through the process before of sobering up, have you really accepted the fact that you have a problem, or are you still in denial? I'm going to tell you what, when you ask yourself that question, the answer will come to you and you won't be able to lie to yourself. That's a really funny thing about it. You can lie to as many people as you want, but you will never, never escape yourself. And after you've accepted and admitted that you have a problem and you do something about it, you won't feel the need to escape yourself anymore. In fact, I'm so grateful that not only did I quit drinking, but in a weird way, I'm grateful that I went through the problems that I did. Because one of the things that I've always wanted to do my whole life was just to help other people. And I think this is one of the ways that I can do it, is only by experiencing the problems that I had and coming out on top. And you can do that too. If I came out of alcohol and I don't drink anymore, I guarantee you can do it. There have been, listen, I'm being extremely serious with you right now. If I can do it, you can too. Just listen to that. I'm no better than you. Okay? So just accept it. And once you accept it, it's almost like a giant weight just leaves your shoulders. And once you admit it, that weight doesn't even exist anymore. Yeah, there will be other problems that come to you that you have created while you were drinking. But if you just keep going on that path, like I said in many other videos, every single day gets easier and easier and easier and easier. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to have a problem. It's okay to not be okay, but you have to work on it. Okay? So acceptance, yeah, while it's a really scary thing, you have to look at it as kind of like jumping out of an airplane with a parachute, okay, or bungee jumping. At one point, after you accept it, the fact that you have a problem, you kind of have to just close your eyes, take that deep breath, and take that leap off of the ledge and jump into sobriety. All right, guys, that's it for the video. I really hope this helped. As you can see, the background is different. Like I said, I'm not walking right now. I'm just kind of letting my knee heal up, and I'm playing with the background because I'm getting ready to, step up my videos a little bit. And if you like this video, if it's helped you at all, if any of my videos about sobriety have helped you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Share it with your friends, or share it with somebody who you may think might have a problem. I do other videos besides just sobriety because I do feel like, yeah, sobriety is a big topic in my life, but I feel like we should also know how to laugh and have fun in life, and that also helps me stay sober. So I do videos like comedy videos. I explore abandoned areas, lost places. I also talk a lot about philosophy and the subject of manifestation. If any of those interests you, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you'll know whenever I make a new video. And hey, stay sober, guys. Oh yeah, one last thing. If you have any kinds of questions, comments, stories, you can leave them down below. Or if you have very long questions, comments, or stories, you can actually go ahead and email them to me at loveoftvofficial@gmail.com, and I will respond to them within due time. And don't worry, I will not give out any of your private information. It's safe with me. That's it. Stay strong, guys. I believe in you. Thanks for watching. Peace.